I mean, I think this technology is inevitable. I think this is the future of the internet. So I think over time you will see greater and greater acceptance of ETFs and other kinds of financial instruments. So,
암호화폐와 블록체인 기술은 인터넷의 미래 발전에 꼭 필요합니다. 이 기술들은 투명성, 보안성, 그리고 탈중앙화를 통해 디지털 거래의 신뢰성을 높일 수 있는데요. 예를 들어 블록체인 기반의 스마트 계약은 중개인 없이도 안전한 거래를 가능하게 하고, 또한 암호화폐는 세계 결제 시스템을 혁신하며 저렴한 수수료와 신속한 거래 처리를 제공합니다. NFT와 같은 혁신적인 애플리케이션은 디지털 자산의 소유권과 인증을 간소화하며 창작물의 가치를 재정의할 수도 있습니다. 이러한 기술은 또한 새로운 소셜 네트워크 모델을 창출하며 사용자들에게 데이터 통제권을 되돌려줍니다. 결국 인터넷이 발전함에 따라 암호화폐와 블록체인 기술은 필수적이라는 말인데요. 세계적인 인터넷 기업가 크리스 딕슨은 암호화폐가 미국 증시의 빅7을 압도할 것이며 비트코인 가격이 1억 원을 가볍게 넘어설 것이라고 말했습니다. 그럼 그의 인터뷰를 통해 자세히 알아보겠습니다.
Our next guest is one of the most influential investors in the world of crypto. Chris Dixon is a general partner in Andreessen Horowitz. He leads the firm's crypto arm with $7.6 billion under management. Notable investments include Coinbase, Uniswap, Solana, which is up big now, and OpenSea. This week, I think we're all trying to understand what's just happened with the SEC and this Bitcoin ETF. Yeah. And what it means not just for Bitcoin, but potentially for the Solanas of the world and everything else.
Yeah. So, I think crypto has been a technology that's controversial, and I think any institutional acceptance like the ETF is a good thing, is a net positive. That said, I'm very focused on, and our firm is very focused on investing in entrepreneurs building new utilities, new applications that are used by hundreds of millions and eventually billions of people. So less focus on financial instruments. But I think it's a net positive.
That's what I was going to say. You separate the idea of crypto money crypto, versus like utility crypto, if you will.
Yeah.
And how much of a future you think money crypto really has?
Well, I think payments, DeFi, Bitcoin, these are all important applications. I view blockchains as an expansive technology. It's a new way to build internet services. Those services can be games, they can be social networks, they can be financial services. And so the financial part is important, but I think in a lot of ways it's been overplayed in the discussions.
So Solana is one of those that actually has a big use case. It's like Ethereum.
Yeah.
A, I'm curious if you think that turns into its own ETF, but B, where you think it really goes.
Yeah, I mean, the specific ETFs, I think that'll play out for a long time. I think there's some discussion of the Ethereum ETF. I mean, I think this technology is inevitable. I think this is the future of the internet. So I think over time you will see greater and greater acceptance of ETFs and other kinds of financial instruments. So, but I think that will take time, and our focus is on investing in early stage entrepreneurs, and we see a lot of innovation.
ETF would never be something you'd look at. It's too far down the road.
For us, no, yeah, we're generally early stage investors, and so we're really looking. We're meeting with entrepreneurs. They have a lot of really interesting ideas. We think this is a really interesting new technology for building new internet services, and so that's kind of our focus. But
can I ask you, talking about investing in early entrepreneurs and different ideas that are coming out of crypto. One big idea, or seemed like a big idea, was NFTs. You own OpenSea.
Yeah.
There, it was the hottest thing in the world. Everybody wanted to get themselves a chimp, a monkey, if you remember. And now nobody wants a chimp or a monkey. Maybe you think that they do. What happens to that? This idea of tokenizing art?
Yeah. Well, I think that's been the sort of death of NFTs has been exaggerated. So last year there were $8.7 billion, 2023, $8.7 billion in sales of NFTs. And remember, this is a technology that was standardized and basically invented in 2020. So it's a very early technology. And I think like a lot of technologies, you go through these kind of boom-bust cycles. And the other thing I would say is that a lot of people think about NFTs as sort of avatars. In fact, it's a very expansive technology. So for example, you can use NFTs. We see a lot of musicians using NFTs to sell digital merchandise to their audiences and create new income streams to supplement streaming, which doesn't pay them very well. Right. We see people using NFTs for new social networks, and the advantage there is in existing social networks, you're locked in, and if you build an audience, you can't leave, and if they change the algorithm, you're stuck with it. And social networks built using NFTs, the users have the power to leave. So it's a very broad technology. I think we've only scratched the surface, and I think it's got a long way to go, and we're very excited about it.
이런 급변하는 비트코인 시장에서는 다양한 정보도 중요하지만 가장 중요한 것은 투자의 전략과 노하우인데요. 하지만 투자를 하는데 필요한 전략과 노하우는 아무도 알려주지 않습니다. 그래서 구독자분들을 위해 저희가 책을 준비했는데요. 실제로 이 책은 현재 인터넷에서 판매되고 있는 책이며 무려 3만 원대에 판매가 되고 있습니다. 제가 여러분께 이 책을 무료로 나눠드리는 이유는 이 책을 통해서 많은 구독자분이 조금이나마 투자에 도움이 되셨으면 하는 마음에 준비했고 제 사비로 구독자 한 분 한 분께 나눠드리면서 채널을 키우기 위해 투자를 하는 것입니다. 010-5886-4840으로 구독이라고 문자를 보내주시면 한 분 한 분 빠짐없이 모든 분께 책을 무료로 제공해드리겠습니다. 현직 비트코인 투자 전문가의 전략과 노하우를 무료로 배워볼 수 있는 좋은 기회이니 이 혜택을 모든 분이 누리시고 저희 채널을 많이 사랑해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 010-5886-4840으로 구독이라고 문자를 보내주시고 책 한 권씩 무료로 받아가셔서 구독자분들이 투자하시는데 큰 도움이 되셨으면 좋겠습니다. 지금까지 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 구독과 좋아요, 알람 설정 부탁드립니다. 저는 계속해서 유익한 해외 코인 뉴스를 빠르게 전달하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.